First elimination.
Hello. Hello everyone. Tonight we have Dash League cycle. I'm going to take a punt and say 3. I think this will probably be one of the last matches in the cycle. We have Blitz versus Acid. Should be an interesting matchup. It's I think that it's going to be a lot of European players for Acid. Just going by the time it is. It's 9 PM Australian time. So they'd be close to sort of more early morning in the EU. It's just the Blitz has got a full side in there already, so we're just waiting on a couple more Acid players to show up. So both teams are in the Walker tier at the moment. Actually, I'll get Firehorse. I'll get you to put up the tiers. I think they'll be both in there. So we have Blitz, at the top of the Walker tier at the moment, and Acid's at the bottom. But Acid did start. I think Acid started later in the season, so that explains that. So yeah, should be an interesting matchup. I should probably say who I am. I am Rembrandt, and streaming this match is Firehorse. He will be silent throughout. Yeah, just waiting for the players to show. I mean, we're scheduled to start at 9 o'clock was the start time, so I think they've got 15 minutes from 9 o'clock to get the players in there. Hopefully they can drum up enough. Can be a bit difficult to get full teams, so we'll just see how we go. Just looking back through the results, I'll just because I'm actually not super familiar with Acid. I understand they lost a few players, and I'm probably going to take a punt and get this wrong. Did they lose some players to Onyx or something? I'm not sure, but looking at their record so far, so they first played Fire, and they beat Fire on Canyon, keeping Fire before the checkpoint, and then they won 3-1 on Waterway. They then played Hotu, where Hotu kept them from checkpoint in McCanyon, and Hotu won 3-0 on Waterway. And then they played Supernova, and they lost to Supernova on Launchpad at about 85%, and lost Waterway 3-0. And their most recent game was against Fair. They lost that, but it was a 5v4, so I don't think there's be any teams that can win a 5v4, which excluding probably your D's, your TM&M, Arcs. They'd probably give it a crack from some of us. I know when we played Arc, part of me was thinking, what if they only got 4 players? We might have a shot against them. And I thought, hang on, if they've got 4 players and they still beat us, we would never live that down. So so I'll just see what Blitz's record is. For these stats, I'm getting them off the dashleague.games website, which is a fantastic visualization of the Dash League put together by StyleDev. And let's have a look at Blitz. Yeah, so Blitz started a full 2 weeks before Acid, so there might even be 2 cycles before. So you have, that'll be 1 cycle. So they started with a win against Mortal. Unfortunately, Mortal has since disbanded. Then they next played Bias, and they lost to Bias in Canyon and Waterway. I think they played Phoenix, and they lost those in Launchpad and Quarry. Then they played that's pretty rough, rough triple right there. Bias, Phoenix, and Bruh, and they lost that in Waterway and Launchpad. From memory, though, they actually gave Bruh a bit of a hurry up in that Launchpad game. It was one of the better games to watch. Then they played Fair, and they beat Fair in Launchpad and Waterway. So Acid and Blitz played Fair, and pretty similar sort of scores. So this could be a really good matchup. Blitz also played Life, and Life beat them in Launchpad and Waterway. And Blitz also played Fire, and Blitz won Fire, beat Fire in Waterway and Launchpad. So they're actually quite similar results to Acid. Some of the same teams, similar scores. So this should be quite a close match. We're still waiting on a couple more players from Acid. This is rough. What's the time now? Oh, I've only got like 5 minutes. Hopefully we can get some people in there. Still waiting. Okay, yeah, this would be rough if they don't have the full team. Hopefully. I know there were a few struggles getting this game organised, so yeah, there was a lot of last minute trying to get everything together. So hopefully it's not all for nothing. Let's have a look. And so on the Dash League rules as well, you can't go ahead 5v3. It has to be at least 4. So it will be a forfeit if Acid cannot get a 4th player in there in the next few minutes. Looking at the top of the Dasher tier, you got Arc at the top there with 3,600 points over Team NM, but of course the one to watch is the late entrant D, last season's champion. They'll be looking to push up. They're currently in, well, I don't really know how it works, but I know they are still in the Dasher tier, but they are they've got some of the lowest score just because they joined late. Oh, there we go, got it on that screen. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Basically, they're going to want to break into the top 8 to get the playoffs. This top 8. I probably should have reviewed all this pre-commentary, but they're the ones to watch. Arc, D, Team NM. I think they are the out-and-out favourites. V and Onyx and O or other. They're not too far behind either. Yeah, so later on today we have sorry, my resolution has just gone bad, but by the looks of things it's Acid versus Real at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. GMT plus 10. I guess that's Australian time. Then we've got Other versus Blood at 2 hours after that. Then we have Nano versus Life, and that is 1 hour after Other versus Blood, and then TBDI versus Life, an hour and a half after that. And the final match of the round is Onyx v Arc, which should be a cracker. So that's 7 AM Australian time tomorrow. Would it be cracker enough for me to get up at 7 AM? Time will tell. So still waiting for another Acid player to jump on in. Yeah, this is a bit rough. I'll see if there's any chatter on the Discord. 'Cause what's the time now? I think they've only got maybe 2 minutes before it's got to go forfeit. Alright, I might have to double check the rules. From my understanding, after the 15 minutes, they can get a 1 minute warning from the other team. If they can't get the fourth player in, then that will be an automatic forfeit. I'm just going to double check that. Considering the time of day, it's not like there's going to be a lot of board members around to double check, but let's just jump into the rules here. Okay, the teams here. Okay, in the case a team is not ready after a buffer period has passed, a 1 minute warning must be issued before a team can compel the start of a match. After which, team with less than 4 players at the end of the buffer period automatically forfeits the map that was to played at the end of the period. No 1 minute warning is needed in case of a team not having enough players. Okay, so I think any combination of played or forfeit maps delivers 2 points to a team, the match is over. Okay, I'm just gonna send this through to the captains. I can find them on there. Yeah, I think this will have to be a forfeit. They've left entirely. Well, there you go. Okay, well, that is what it is. Unfortunate. But, you know, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Any teams watching? There's a team hanging out for a scrim. Actually, I might go join them. You want to jump in too, Firehorse? Cool. So if anyone else is watching live, I understand they may be starting a public server in the next few minutes, and we can all jump on in and give Blitz a bit of a challenge. Well, thanks very much for the stream, Firehorse. I will see you in the game shortly. Cool.